Hey friends, back with the Ego Project minis. And today we are going to ask Lisa the question of how do you differentiate between unconditional love and unconditional tolerance?
Oh, thank you. I love this question because I think people get very confused about unconditional love and unconditional tolerance. They truly believe that, I unconditionally love this person. So that means that whatever they do is fine. No. No, that's not the
Yeah.
That's not it. Unconditional love means that to me, through a spiritual lens, that the recognition that every person is here on their own personal journey, and they are going to have, lessons and experiences that have nothing to do with you. And that's what they're supposed to do. And you release that unconditionally. And you allow them to go out there and have this, and you release them with love and light and wish them the best. And then, if, your paths merge again in the future, you share that path and, with the same unconditional love. And then, if it's parts, then you accept that. It's a gift that you give yourself, and it's a gift to someone else. Unconditional tolerance, that's a very different thing. People really believe that, okay, unconditionally, I love you, so do whatever you want to me and I'll keep working with it. No, relationships they have to be reciprocal.
Right.
Both people working at it, and that doesn't mean I do this, you do this, 50, here's a cookie, it's not what it means. It means that, you're both engaged, you're both working on it, bringing your own specific skills.
And meeting and communicating and recognizing and meeting the needs that have been agreed upon within the relationship. Yeah.
So I do not have unconditional tolerance for anyone in my life. That is not part of how I navigate things. If it's disrespectful, I do not tolerate that. I do find, and I was reflecting on this, I see my tell when I'm starting to set boundaries with, when I'm feeling the behaviors not exactly what I would like, coming back toward me. Is I tend to give people 3 times with me communicating, where that makes me uncomfortable.
Right.
Of course, if it's abusive, that's
something totally different.
It makes me uncomfortable. Here's what I prefer, or I don't like that language. I don't like this behavior. And I never, it's not a planned thing. I just see in my life where I give 3 shots, you're out.
Yeah. Like you start recognizing, hey, I give space for there to be time to get regulated, but after that.
Exactly. And I recognize that once again, they're on their journey. So, their wounding, is maybe different than mine. And so they have to process through that and recognize it for what it is. So, I'll say, makes me uncomfortable. Here's what I, prefer, and I also up the ante a little bit, like I've told you. This is not okay. This is making me uncomfortable. As an example, if I don't feel the relationship is being reciprocal, where I find I'm giving too much, and they're not giving anything, I will say, this is great. I love doing this, but I also need you to be participating.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
And then the next, if it's, yes, I hear you, but if I'm doing all the calling all the time.
Right. Yeah. That doesn't feel good.
Yeah. And that's, I don't believe in scorekeeping, but
right. Yeah. But inherently something doesn't feel right. It's not aligning with your values, or it's not aligning with what feels like alignment for you in that relationship. Yeah.
And I've have people in my life that I've released because I'm not tolerating the behavior. It doesn't feel good to me. It doesn't meet my values. It doesn't meet my needs. Yet I release them with unconditional love.
Yeah. The way I kind of see it is, it's like unconditional love is basically saying, I'm recognizing that everybody is good and worthy and valuable as they are, right? I see the good in everybody as they were meant to be, right? However, I reserve my energy to be in a space where I'm in a reciprocal relationship, whether it's a work relationship, parent-child, intimate, whatever. Unconditional love is an energetic acceptance and belief that everybody is good and worthy and valuable because they are.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, unconditional tolerance is too much access to your energy that is not being reciprocated. So unconditional love pulls that energy back into you, and it really is more a spiritual kind of concept of, I recognize the love and light in all of you, right? But my energy is protected to be safe in relationships where it's reciprocal.